Well, good afternoon, everybody. How are you? Hope you're doing as good as I am on this beautiful afternoon here in April. So, as we let some people get on here, so excited. Yesterday had a lot of fun, and the, the, and if I haven't said it already, let me kind of share with you what's going on here. Every day this week at 12 noon, I'm going live right here inside the group, and offering tactics and strategies of things that helped me go from flipping hamburgers to the local big boy to earning millions of dollars in the direct sales industry and building one of the largest organizations in the world in Latin America. And it's not me, it's the principles. I was in the right place at the right time, but if I didn't understand the principles, if I didn't have these tactics and strategies, I would have just been another distributor. So what I'm sharing with you is specific tactics and strategies and mindsets to position yourself. And if you don't just look at the food and don't just read it, but if you metabolize it and let it give you the nutrition that you need mentally and work-wise, Saturday I'm going to tie it all together on a 3-hour workshop. Between 2 and 3 hours. We're going to do some hot seats. We're going to have people ask questions, and it's going to be a lot of fun because wherever you're at, whatever the barrier is in front of you, I'll give you some ideas and suggestions on how to overcome that barrier, because chances are I've been there and done that. And it's usually either mindset or messaging or disciplines or daily method of operation. And we'll break it down. We'll figure it out. We'll find out what it is that's holding you back from that next level of greatness that you are that's available to you, whatever company you're in. It doesn't matter. These generic principles are for anybody and everybody, depending on what you do with them. So yesterday we talked about daily method of operation, or DMO, distinguishing between busy work and productive work. Today we're going to talk about one of the things that prevents you from doing your daily method of operation. That's understanding distractions and the disciplines to know how to identify the distractions when they come into your life, especially since so many more people are working from home. The distractions are abundant. And here's what's kind of take you off the hook a little bit. Here's what is important to understand is all distractions are equal. And here's the definition as far as our business goes. Whatever prevents you from doing your scheduled daily method of operation is a distraction, good or bad. So if you have a lousy car and it prevents you from going to an appointment to get business, to do a recruiting session or a sales presentation, if you're doing a face-to-face, a one-on-one, and you have a bad car and it breaks down, that's a distraction because it prevented you from doing what you were going to do, your daily method of operation. If you've got a nice car or really hot, you're ultra successful, you got a Ferrari or a Lamborghini or a beautiful Rolls Royce, and you get in the car, it's almost like you're driving down the street on your way to your appointment, and you look over there and you see the glass windows on the retail stores, and you're looking at yourself and say, wow, I look really good. That could be a distraction if it prevents you from getting to your appointment. So good or bad. Weather. I'm here in the Detroit area in Michigan, and we've got a week here of absolutely gorgeous weather. Today's day 2. Actually day 3, and we've got 7 more days of gorgeous weather, and it's going to be close to 75 today. And coming out of the winter time, if you're on the hot climate already in the West Coast or down south, you may think 75 is no big deal, but coming out of winter time, 75, it's shorts and t-shirts weather up here. I was talking to somebody on the phone from California yesterday, and I think the high there was 70, 65, 70, and they were like on winter coats. Here it's t-shirt weather. So we're going to have 80 tomorrow. It's going to be 80. So these are the first hot weeks. So that could be a distraction for somebody up here in the Midwest. It can be a distraction because we don't want to do the same old stuff. We want to get out there, enjoy the sun, whatever it is. Sitting out in the sun, reading out in the sun, having lunch in the sun, going on a picnic, taking a walk, just getting out of the house and just enjoying the day. But bad weather can also be a distraction. If you've got storms and you've got things that are preventing you from maybe getting online, that's a distraction. So they're all equal. Nice day, nice car, whatever, the to-do list. If you're working from home, you're the president, founder, and chairman of the board of your own business, a distraction sometimes is the refrigerator. you find ways to not do your daily method of operation. So distractions lead to procrastination, which is the killer of most entrepreneurs in their dreams. Procrastination is a killer. And it's important to understand these distractions, because when you have your daily method of operation set, you've got to have a commitment to actually doing it. A commitment to your results and why you want them will help you stay focused on your mission and help you to eliminate the distractions as they present themselves, because they're all around us. The TV, like I said, the refrigerator. If you've got children at home, it could be the kids. Think about it this way. If you were on a job and you were punching the clock from 9 to 5 and you were there to work, I grew up in an age where there's no cell phones. We didn't take our phones to work because there was no cell phones. So if we don't have our cell phone with us, if it's not allowed at work, and you are on the job and something happens someplace else, you don't know it because it's not a distraction. You're focused on your work. That's the mental discipline that's important for you to have when you're working from home. I've been working from home for over 30 years, and I love it. And in the beginning, it was extremely difficult for me. And sometimes over the years, I've fallen into these little traps of it's a nice day, and I let the distractions get ahead of me, or get a hold of me, and prevents me from doing my daily method of operation. So we get paid to sell, get new customers, and if you're in the network marketing industry, get new distributors. If you're in the direct sales industry, whatever that looks like for you, or if you're an entrepreneur, you own your own business, you've got to punch the clock and focus on your daily method of operation, whatever that is. So here's the next one, is be accountable to your commitment and to yourself. Making the commitment is one thing. Having that commitment to your results, why are you doing this in the first place? That will help you stay focused, help you stay on your mission course, help the needle point in the right direction, and it helps you eliminate those distractions that, like I said, present themselves. But being accountable, how are you being accountable to yourself? Are you ho-humming it? Are you beating yourself up too bad because you missed an appointment? What is it that you're doing? We can't change the past. All we can do is move forward. And these things I'm sharing with you, hopefully they're resonating with you to give you some ideas and stimulus and how you can really make that commitment to yourself. Because being an entrepreneur, being your own boss, many of you already know this. You get into that mental state of mind, like I mentioned earlier, the president, founder, chairman, and board of your own business, you can set your own hours. Well, that's true. But if you're not bringing in the revenue, you're going to end up having to get a job anyway, or depend on somebody else to support you. So treating it like a job, kind of like an airplane taking off from the runway. You pour it on 120% thrust just to get it off the ground. But once you're off the ground, once you're at cruising altitude, you pull it back to 60%, and you let the momentum take care of itself. Same thing with business. No matter what kind of business you're in, whether you have a restaurant, a hair salon, tire shop, network marketing, real estate, it's pour it on, get that thing going, get that thing moving so that you can enjoy the fruits of your labor. And sometimes it takes years. Me, I poured it on for years, and then it finally started happening. Why? Because I had to develop up the disciplines to stay with it. Have to learn the strategies and the tactics of things like I'm sharing with you today. Things we're going to be teaching all week long, every single day this week at 12 noon, just for about 15, 20 minutes. Different ideas and tactics and strategies, so that on Saturday it all comes together in this 2-hour, 3-hour workshop that we're going to do. I'm telling you, Saturday, when I share with you these 3 things that I knew, but I've heard them in a different way over the last couple of months. I've been reading a lot, been sharpening the saw. And when I share with you these 3 things and you understand and it clicks for you, I'm telling you something, the sky's the limit. Your whole life will change. This isn't just Harry doing a Facebook Live just because I feel like it. It's because I care enough to say, hey, I went through this stuff. I went through it. I learned the lessons, and it was tough. It was hard. But when I share this with you, you're already working hard. You got to do the work. Nobody's going to do it for you. I was talking to my digital marketing team. I was talking to them, and they were editing one of my videos, and in there I talked about that movie, The Field of Dreams, where the whole concept of the Field of Dreams is if you build it, they will come. Well, that's not the way it works in direct sales and business and network marketing. Just because you build the store, they're not coming. They're not coming unless you market the store. Same thing with your online business. People aren't coming unless you market it. So marketing is critical. What's the messaging? And it's not just marketing, it's what message are you sending out there? I'm hoping that I'm doing a good enough job so that the word will get out. I'd love to have each of you share this with somebody, invite them to tomorrow's call. So let's tie it up here. If you want business and monetary success, next level results, which we all do, and we all want next level results, but there's some things that have to take place in between. One is you need to have next level thinking. You need to have next level thinking to take you to that next level. Remember we talked about yesterday what Jim Rohn said? You're earning exactly what you're worth, whether you like it or not. When I heard that, if he was close to me, I would have punched him. Because I was making $17,000 a year, living paycheck to paycheck. I didn't want to hear somebody tell me I was making what I was worth, because I thought I was worth more. But the reality is if you were worth more, you'd be making more. So I wanted next level results. So I had to get next level thinking. I had to learn next level capabilities, how to recruit, how to sell, how to follow up, how to get customers, how to do the specific things that were necessary in building a successful business. And it was a struggle for me because I had no experience. I was a cook flipping hamburgers at Big Boys. So it was a struggle. So I got around the people that already blazed the path that could show me quicker, faster, better. So next level capabilities, learn those. What are those for you? And if you're not sure, set up a time we can talk, do a strategy session. I'd love to see what I can do to help you. Now you combine that with next level action and everything starts to work. So next level thinking combined with next level capabilities, combined with next level action, getting rid of the distractions, focusing on your DMO, doing more than what other people are doing because you're committed, you're focused on the end result. And I'm telling you, nothing can hold you back. You're on your way. It's a rocket ship going. You're in it. So tomorrow we've got another topic, 12 noon tomorrow. Hopefully you got some value out of today. I'm enjoying it, loving it, looking forward to Saturday. It's going to be probably a small crowd. Love to have 1,000 people on there, but I know that it's not going to be 1,000, but unless you guys bring some people with you. So get the word out there. It's going to be free. It's a free workshop. Love to have you, and we'll talk tomorrow at 12 noon. Have a great day, everybody. Bye now.